Ja, das ist ein Skandal und das ist schrecklich. Bitte die ganze Strecke sofort verlassen. Please, please, relax. Bitte die ganze Strecke verlassen.
Aber bitte aufpassen ein wenig. Wir bitten es nicht dahin, an die schöne Erinnerung, wenn es möglich. Bitte meine Liebe Damen und Herren, heute ist der Beginn, die letzte Mal, hat eine von den schönsten Dingen in der Laufbahn. Leider war
At one stage I was first where I didn't know I was first, and I was radioing the pits and asking what's going on, why is Häkkinen actually pulling away from me instead of I'm getting closer, because I was on fresher tyres, lower fuel I assumed. But actually I was already in first position. That was the reason why I went off, because I was pushing so hard to keep actually in contact that I then had a little off, which still meant I was able to pull enough gap after the last pit stop, coming out in front of Damien with 5 second lead, and that was it. After that it was pretty easy, but before I would say it was about 60 laps qualifying, which on this circuit is pretty tough, but that's what you have to be prepared for.
Later in the race it seemed to change round. Obviously he on a 3-stopper, when he came out in front of me after his quicker pit stop, that's obviously when it became apparent that he was doing 3 stops.
Well, I knew we could get fourth and third if someone in the front had a problem and Mika had a problem. Today the Goodyear tires seemed to be a lot more performant in race distance, and that helped everybody in Goodyear, which was a good thing. The only problems we had was I was stuck behind Damon for most of the race and lost a lot of time, and after about 10 laps my power steering failed, so it became a very tough race. And halfway through the race a whole load of lights started flashing around the dash, and something was wrong. I have no idea what though.